Good afternoon, everybody. We are back again. I don't know whether it's say afternoon or good day, because this is a lunch hour show. It's the second part of the show. It's myself and Sheikhs Manqoba Ngwenya or Manqoba Sheikhs Ngwenya. Last born, I think, is trying to connect. There is quite a lot to discuss. Sheikhs, let's welcome the viewers and then let's jump to the news.
Yes, good afternoon to our viewers, Prasobs, and thanks for having me on the show.
Quite a lot of news to discuss. There's quite a lot. We've discussed a bit by Benny, why he was sacked according to Mr. Zungu. He was going to be sacked in any way. But this is what I want us to discuss as the first topic to discuss. Shoes, Bernard Lushozi, says when Pirates, when Sundowns pays a player R1, Pirates and Chiefs should pay R10. Stuart Baxter once said they cannot compete with Sundowns on the market. And when the question was asked, I think I did ask that question. He said, I mean, now during the window periods, Mamelodi Sundowns spend 50 million. They have unlimited resources, all right? Now, there is that insinuation that Sundowns is winning because of the financial muscle. I don't know whether it's true or not. What does that say to the coaches at Mamelodi Sundowns? Stuart Baxter went further, said Rulani was at Chippa United, where he didn't do well. He is at Sundowns, he's winning. Sheikhs, what's your take? Is it the money or the coaches?
Football is a business, Prasobs. We all know everywhere around the world it's very important to spend, but it's also important to spend wisely. You know, I was at Sundowns. I was one of the first players to be signed by Patrice at Sundowns. And a lot of players were being signed at Sundowns. The financial muscle was there, but the results were not coming as easy. So it's not only about the financial muscles, it's about the structure. You get the structures right first, you know, and the way of doing things right, you know. I think Pito brought a lot of stability at Sundowns, you know, in terms of how to sign players and where to sign players and where to go in the market, you know. First of all, a lot of money was spent at Sundowns in the scouting department. The scouting department is a very key place at the Sundowns structures, the way they sign players. You see when the Maemas come in, how they gel in the team. You see how the youngster who's a right winger now, who's winning many of the matches all the time from Leopards. You see him when he comes into the players that you see coming in at Sundowns. Sometimes you wouldn't see them in their previous teams, but when they come in at Sundowns, you see how they gel. So it's not only about the financial muscle. Yes, the financial muscle is very important in football, you know, and Chiefs and Pirates, they have to compete. They're the biggest teams in the country. They have to compete with Sundowns. They're getting all these sponsorships, you know. If they want to be there at the top, they have to compete because Sundowns is doing things very professionally.
You know, I asked the right person. Sheikhs has been there, and no one can qualify it better than you. You said I was there, and Mamelodi Sundowns was spending money, but results were not coming. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And let me add to what you said, Sheikhs. You know, I normally listen to Rulani Ngwenya and Manqoba Ngwenya. You know, these guys, when they talk, they understand football. The way they analyze. And when they say, how do they recruit players? Just like you have said, they have a recruiting team. I think all teams have that. But, you know, when Rulani was giving us the insight, what makes them to sign? For instance, he was talking about Ralana. Remember Ralana, most of us were saying, he's old, where are they taking him? And then when Ngwenya is young, but people are saying, where is he going to play? Because Charlie is marshalling that midfield very well. You know, Rulani came up with a very good analysis. He said, as much as he can play like Jali, but this is one element that people are missing about Ngwenya. Ngwenya can score from a distance, you know, and we need that element in the team. All right. So now, I don't think it's about the resources only. It's a combination of the two. It's not money that makes the team. It's the combination of the two. Sheikhs, I don't know whether you want to add, you want to give other examples. Now, let me add on that one. We have PSG. They can't play with 3 best players in the world. So PSG have the money. So why can't PSG do what they do? If they have money, PSG should be dominating. Did you get the point? So, but yeah. I'm sure Tshepang Sheikhs is in a hurry, so that is why I want to give him an opportunity to discuss about this, and then he'll come in. So Sheikhs, I don't know, maybe you can give us another example. You gave us a perfect one, that you were there. You guys were earning a lot of money, but you are not winning. You are struggling. All right?
Yeah.
So give us anything that you want to give us.
Yeah, so it's a combination, Prasobs. Like you said, it's the money and also the planning, the structure and everything, you know. You saw Pep Guardiola left Bayern Munich, he went to City. City had been wanting him for a while, but he made sure he comes in there when the structures were right, so that he can implement his plan. And then he's been doing that in England, you know, not with the biggest of budgets. When you look at Man City, they don't sign like Man United, like Chelsea, but you can see the structures, how the structures are at Man City now since Pep is there, you know, even with the junior development teams, he's helping out in England because he's got that planning and they've got that identity now. Then it becomes easier for them to select the players they want in the team, you know, because of the structure and the style of play. They know now what they need to fit in the puzzle, you know. It makes it easy. Whereas some teams, you see a team like Man United, they've got all the best players in the world. They've got your Ronaldos, your Pogbas, but that puzzle is not fitting in at the moment. There's something that's lacking there, you know. So it's a combination in everything. It's not just the money in football, you know. Yes, money is very important, but a team needs an identity and a way of doing things.
Closer to Man City, Barcelona. Barcelona, at some point last year, they were declared to be bankrupt. You know, they get players for free. It's not about the money. They force players to cut their salaries. But look what is happening now. Look what is happening. So that argument doesn't carry any water. You need a very good structure, like you say, Sheikhs, and a very good head coach. Sheikhs, if you really have to leave, you are more than welcome. Thanks for your contribution. We really appreciate. It would have been nice to continue with you because there is a lot again to discuss. Tshepang, I think we'll move on to the next topic, if you don't mind, because I think this one we've already done justice to it. Sheikhs, thank you very much. And then till we meet on Saturday morning, when you do the early show on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, guys, we need to be on time because I'm also training the membership club. I'm training. Sheikhs, if you want to join that training, I'm training on Saturday at 11 o'clock. Yeah, so I'm training. So you let me know, then we'll take it from there. It's a financial training. Sheikhs, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Tshepang, let's continue, Bafanas. So there are so many things that is happening in our football. We have seen that PSL bosses, they've been ruled out to participate in SAFA. Apparently, the matter was raised, all right, but it was defeated by landslide. The members of SAFA said no. Any people who are in leadership of PSL, they cannot be allowed to I think, specifically to Dr. Ivan Koza, since he's the chairperson of the PSL, he cannot come and be the SAFA president. So that one is done and dusted. And then we hear that there is a gentleman who, in fact, I wanted the journalist who wrote the story on Sunday World. What his name? I think is Ngwako Malachi. He wrote about the story last week, but unfortunately, we could not connect because I wanted him to give us the story. Even Homoto Ngwenya from Sunday World, I also wanted to hear from them because these are the right guys who wrote the story. So now we are told that, yeah, but apparently the election could not take place. And then the whole conference became chaotic. And then, so I don't know, a lot of things was happening, but Malachi was going to give us all those news of what happened exactly there at SAFA, so that these things finally could not continue. I don't know whether you got that, Tshepang, did you hear about that?
Yes. No, I heard about that.
Yeah, because
and what's happening.
the guy Solima Mahlabe, apparently he was challenging, he is contesting for presidency. And then apparently when they were about to start, even before they start, he wanted to raise a point of order. This according to the report. It's a pity Homuto is not here. And then the president, which is Mr. Danny Joran, did not allow him, because they felt that they had not yet started. Why was he jumping the gun? So apparently, one of the reasons why Soli Mahlabe wanted to raise, one of the things that he wanted to raise, he wanted the credentials of the attendees to be checked. So apparently it was a pandemonium, and then, things could not go well. And then apparently SAFA now is planning to charge him. They are going to charge him now. And then I don't know whether you want to say something about that, Tshepang?
Yeah, it's a very, I could say it's a very eye-opening statement, But if he is to be charged, I think it comes with a matter of, maybe I could say much evidence needs to be gathered regarding that statement, and then we will get, I guess we will hope to hear what happens after that, But yeah, it's a very tricky statement for me personally.
And then the same guy, apparently, he was shot at, and then but he managed to escape. So it is somehow alleged that it could be linked to this presidency thing. It's sad. It starts football, now it becomes something else. I think, I did a special show about Master J, who was killed in America, to say, is money the root of evil, or is money the tool to financial freedom, or to happiness? So I don't know. So if you see stories like this, it's worrying, because I think the bottom line, it's all about money. It's all about money. Yes, others would say, I want to bring stability in football. I want to grow football. We hope so. But bottom line is money. Now you'll understand why the big R is doing the sports program. And we also learned that Team Sugazi, the PSL is planning to charge him. I don't know whether he's planning or they have already charged him. The reason is he was, it is alleged that on Radio 2000, and then he cut some aspersions which are not palatable with the soccer authorities. So on the basis of that, he wants to be charged. What he said, he was asking question that how come Mrs. Manto Madlala, as the CEO of the PSL, she's the CEO of the PSL, she's owning a team. So he's seeing a conflict of interest. And apparently some issues were, which were said was Golden Arrows is being treated with kid love. And then one of the things that he said, according to rumors and reports, is his team is being targeted so that it can be relegated. His players are always be punished by the referees. What's your take, last one?
Yeah, I mean, this is something that happens always, you know. Yeah, club chairmen or coaches will always be involved in this when it comes to referees and how hard the league is being on their teams, you know. But maybe it's just him stepping up, just raising his opinion, his voice based on what's happening. But this is not something that's new, you know, something that's always been there. But for only when it comes to his side, I'll speak based on his side. He just wants to protect himself and the club. So I don't see anything wrong by him acting the way that he did.
Yeah, and then now you could. I wonder whether did you listen to my show and advocate Sparks Mahantula or Sbai Mahantula talking about this PSL Kaizer Chiefs saga. We understand that PSL now. Remember, Mr. Zola Machavu issued a statement that you know they've taken the issue of the role until the matter is finalized as far as the review is concerned. So apparently PSL is going to take this issue of Kaizer Chiefs on review. Remember, when they go on review, they must now go to the High Court, which is outside football. And the authorities of football, at some point, they said they don't want football matters to land in court, all right? But the courts are there to make sure that justice is being done, all right? So if a person is still feel aggrieved, that is his right, because the Constitution allows that they can take the matter to court. But we know that SAFA and FIFA and football fraternity at large, they frown when the teams goes to the courts. And the other thing that is a little bit puzzling, Dr. Kaizer Mtaung is part of the board of directors, all right? In other words, he's in the leadership of PSL. So now the PSL, now they want to take the matter to court. So what's your take about this? And at the same time, let us not rule out the issue that Kaizer Chiefs, they feel aggrieved. They feel that this arbitration was not fair. I mean, the arbitration was fair. Moreover, they were affected, you know, by COVID-19. And then, so as a result, they were entitled to ask for the postponement of their games. So what's your take? Last one.
Yeah, okay, when it comes to the Kaizer Chiefs part, you know, I've always said this. I mean, if a club, I mean, I saw it overseas with Manchester United and I think Man City as well and other clubs as well in the Premier League, you know, during this season whereby the clubs had a COVID outbreak, you know, and they were given the opportunity to close doors and to quarantine and just to get things back to normal in order for them to actually continue with the league, you know, and they were given that opportunity to actually play their catch-up games. So it has happened the same way to Kaizer Chiefs. So I think most clubs were complaining that no, Chiefs has a big squad. I mean, there's players within the MDC that could actually fill up the spots of these senior players as well, and there's people as well that can actually fill up the technical side of the team, But Chiefs were just adamant that no, the COVID outbreak is actually it took a huge toll in the club, and they just wanted to make everyone safe. So I don't see it as much of a problem. Maybe it's because Chiefs is a big team, it's a big brand that they feel like Chiefs got special treatment. But I mean, this is something which they couldn't control. I don't see anything wrong with it. But now the outcome was Chiefs will be able to play the matches that were postponed due to the COVID outbreak. But now a ruling is coming in that no, they need to revisit that statement again. So I don't know what is it that they want to check, but I find it pointless on my side because Chiefs were granted the opportunity to play the games which they couldn't play, but now they are taking them back to court, and there's there's another ruling that needs to be done. So I don't understand what is it that they are trying to check.
Yeah, well, it's really tough. It's really tough in our football. But look, maybe it's a matter of exercising the rights and ensuring that it's fairness. Remember, it's a constitution that needs to be tested. So maybe it's one of those things to ensure that the constitution is being tested. So maybe it's a PSL's right to hear what the courts will say. But now what puzzles me, or what makes me wonder, is now let's say the High Court rules in favor of Kaizer Chiefs. Are we going to see the matter going to the Supreme Court of Appeal? One. Let's say it goes to the Supreme Court of Appeal, and then again, are we going to see it goes until to the Constitutional Court? And remember, the league has to start soon. So now the question is, will this not have an impact on the league? And what are the sponsors saying? You need to balance all those issues. What are the sponsors saying? But at the same time, fairness should be seen to be done at the same time. So I don't know what's your take about that, last one.
Yes, yeah, I fully agree, with the statement that you just said right now. Uh, I, I guess for me, I've said my part, and I've shared my opinion regarding that matter. Moreover, I don't know. Maybe let's just see what happens this time again with new information that comes in place, and then and challenge the matter, I guess. But with the decision that was taken the first time, I fully agree, and I stand by what they have done in the first place.
Now, let's say it goes up to Constitutional Court, and so on and so on. Sponsors will be a little bit worried that this is dragging. Should we listen to the sponsors, or should we do as required in terms of fairness? When I say we, I'm saying we as a country. I'm not referring to Chiefs and PSL. I'm saying, should it be done because fairness should be seen to have been exercised, or should we think about the sponsors? In any case, the sponsors may decide. After that, are we still going back to football? Because sometimes things like this, they do happen. And then we may find ourselves again. I don't know. I don't know whether, how is this going to be classified? I just want to hear, what's your take on that one?
Yes, no, I mean, when it comes to sponsorships now being involved in this, Okay, but we're talking fairness now. So what is fairness? Because now, um, regarding this matter, if now the sponsors are being involved in this, um, I mean, they're just the sponsors, you know. They just want to see, I could say, the investment doing well or going well, you know, and the power that they have, it's only within the team. So if maybe they have got influence in other matters, then maybe that's something different. But we don't know about that, you know. And we cannot say that there's favorites as well, you know. I mean,
Mhm.
there's a lot of teams that we should actually look at in the
Mm,
DStv Premiership, but for now, this is the center, this is the attention, this is
mm,
where the attention lies for now. So
mm,
I guess anyone who invested within the club would actually want to defend the club, I guess, you know, so
mm.
that the image doesn't get tainted or their sponsorship or investment doesn't get affected, I could say.
I don't know whether they will try to speed up the matter and
Mm.
allow the judges to do that. But remember, when the judges do that, there are people who are in jail who are still waiting their matters to be heard. So are we going to focus on this one and those people wait? That's another thing. They have been waiting so that they can go on trial. It doesn't go on trial because they're focusing on the football matter. But let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move overseas. Um, you know, there was this rumor that Messi, his father contacted Barcelona, is considering going back. Laporta has spoken, has said they are not considering bringing Messi back. And then, no, Messi has spoken to them on the entourage of Lionel Messi, have spoken to him. He said, there, the, he didn't say it in many words, but the implication of what he was saying, the relationship has not been well ever since. Messi have never spoken to him ever after that, and then anyone associated with that. Although he still continues to say Messi deserves more, Messi deserves to come back and be honored, but it is a subject that is off the table at the present moment in time. All right. So, yeah, we don't know what's happening. And then we know Lionel Messi is not doing well at PSG. Well, according to everybody in public, some of us who are Messi loyalists, we believe he's still doing well individually. And then I can prove that when I do the Messi special. It's just that the PSG players don't pass him. So that is why Messi, you know, he's not happy. But I want him to finish his contract there. And then I wouldn't love to see Messi joining Atletico Madrid. All right. But I think that's where he's going to get another love because you've got Simeone there, you've got Suarez there, you know, and Atletico Madrid players have been saying they would love to play with Messi before he retires. I would love to see him going back to Barcelona. But if I were Messi, I would have felt aggrieved. Laporta, as far as I'm concerned, didn't handle that one very well. He should have been open and honest to Messi that, hey, things are not going well. All right, financially, unlike giving him all the hopes. You know, I remember the other guy who was contesting for presidency, Font, I think it's Font. Font said, we love Messi, but Messi should be given the facts, all right? And say, when we retain you, it will be in new terms, and of which Messi was open to that. But what he was stressing, Font, was you need to be honest with him, and then and that's it. So that worries me. That worries me. And if I was in Messi's shoes, I would also feel aggrieved because Laporta kept on assuring him, doing conferences, said, Messi, we love you. I'm going to make it a point that you stay. and he used Messi ticket as a way of winning the election, I will definitely feel aggrieved. What's your take about that?
Yeah, I saw that statement, actually yesterday, during his interview, they were talking, well, they asked him questions based on where does he see the future of Barcelona next season. And he did say that they've been in contact with Messi's father over the past couple of hours, and he says that this is what Barcelona is saying actually. And this is what Laporta said as well, that for now, they don't see any chance of a Messi comeback. Well, there will be no Messi comeback, This is what was said, and he's not in the plans for now of Barcelona. So I was actually quite shocked to actually hear that statement, and surprised as well. But I don't know if clearly there are signs of him not coming back for now, and the chances for him going back to Barcelona are actually quite slim. I personally feel like he should actually revisit his career. I mean, he did say that, even on Monday, no, yes, yesterday, saying Lionel Messi himself saying that after the Qatar World Cup, there's a lot of things that he needs to reassess and revisit, and you actually start thinking about everything after the World Cup, you know. So I think now he's trying to set his future and trying to see where can he actually just finish off his career in a peaceful manner, So maybe he's actually looking ahead and just, just planning his future. So going back to Barcelona, I think I think he's also starting to accept that it won't happen. But I personally feel like him going back there for now, I guess it's not working out. I would love to see him somewhere, but at a place where he would actually feel comfortable and feel like this will be my new home for the next 2 or 3 years, maybe until I retire.
If you ask me, I would say after 2 years, Messi will be free. In fact, after a year, this one is almost over. Messi should go back to Barcelona. Why I'm saying that? He deserves a proper farewell. That 3 years that is left, let him play 2 years at Barcelona, give them a proper farewell, and go and finish his career in Argentina.
Oh.
That's my opinion. I don't see Messi going to any other team. I saw some publication insinuating that Messi is now thinking of hanging up his boots. That's not true. I can tell you now, Messi loves football. Messi dreams football. He said there's only thing that he enjoys is football. I don't see Messi retiring. Messi's still gonna play. It's a question of where is he gonna play, all right? Now, the other destination would have been Man City because of Pep Guardiola. But if you ask me, let Messi go Barcelona, all right, 2 years, let them enjoy him and bid him farewell. And then the last year, let him go to Argentina and finish off his career. That's my opinion, all right? Although David Beckham is putting pressure for him to come to his team. And remember, children of David Beckham, they love Messi more than they love their father. So, yeah, that's my opinion. If I was somebody sitting in his corner, I would say that, no, don't worry about anything. Just move on. Just move on. Go back to Barcelona a year or two. Bid them farewell the whole year. Play for, as if it's the last game, as a farewell. That's all. That's me, Bafanas.
No, I guess two different opinions regarding this matter, but I guess what we have in common regarding this issue is we just want to see him happy, would love to see him happy and being stable, despite where he goes. Yeah, that I think for him, being happy and comfortable brings out the best in him, And right now, it's currently not happening. We're currently not seeing that. But for him to be happy and stable, it's actually something which we all want from him and want to see from him.
All right. While we are still there, we are told that Lewandowski may sign for Barcelona. I don't know whether it's a good sign or what. It's a good signing. For me, instead of going to Lewandowski, I would definitely go for Lionel Messi. You know my position by now. And the good one, which is very interesting, they are also thinking of Rafinha, who's playing for Leeds. What a good player, a Brazilian. What a good player. They think that Rafinha may replace Dembele, Allow Dembele to leave. If he feels like leaving, he's playing well now, and then he's a very good addition to the team. But if he feels like leaving, why not allow him to leave? Give him space. That's my opinion, all right? And then Sergio Roberto apparently is wanted by Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, and Real Betis. So those are the teams that are looking at Sergio Roberto. Well, he was a utility player with Barcelona, but unfortunately, I know he wants to say, but unfortunately, things are not working. So, Lastborn, your comment on the news.
Yeah, on the news, we saw that what Barcelona has actually hinted out on the players that they want. But I feel like they need a young striker for me. Lewandowski, I mean, he's a good striker, top notch, Still on form at the age that he's in right now. But I feel like for me, I'll choose Haaland, to be honest. I'd rather use the money that I have and just gamble with Haaland because Haaland is still young, he's still fresh, he's still hungry, and you know what you're going to get from him. Haaland is the future, to be honest, Might surpass your Lewandowski's or Cristiano Ronaldo's in the next couple of years, when it comes to goals. So I would invest on Haaland, to be honest, than Lewandowski because Lewandowski will be just for 2 seasons and then it's done. But when it comes to I saw that they talking about Gavi as well, renewing his contract. They they put the contract in place, but he still hasn't signed. I don't know what's the problem with that. But I'm confident that Gavi will just extend and renew his contract and have a better deal for him as well. So, but when it comes to Rafinha, the Leeds player, he's a good player. I've been monitoring him, but for me as a Barcelona material, as such players, for me, I think they're overhyped. I don't see him as a Barcelona player, you know. But I don't know, maybe Xavi has different plans for him because he's still young. But I don't see him, as a Barcelona player. Ansu Fati is coming back. I saw Ansu training yesterday, and he's training with the squad actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a mess in Barcelona. But the good thing about it is the youngsters that they have in the team. So they've got a lot of depth now, and they're still getting more players. So I think that will come as a good investment. Seeing these new players coming in as well.
Yeah, Ansu, apparently they even, when he joined them at the training, the players were clapping hands for him, showing that they are excited about his presence. So for me, yeah, well, Ansu is one of, the future of Barcelona. And if you look at Ansu plays exactly like Mbappe, when he gets the ball, he goes forward. So yeah, man, and then we'll see what's gonna happen, and then do you want to touch something on the English football just a bit before I go to the Messi special?
Yeah, the English football, we all know that right now the league is coming to an end as well. And the race is quite close, it's very quite close. And yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait for the EPL to actually come back, because each and every game is becoming very, very interesting there. But also, I just want to touch on Harry Kane. I don't know about Harry Kane, but I think when it comes to him signing next season, for me personally, I am a United fan, but I would love for Man United to actually break the bank when it comes to Harry Kane. That would be a very good investment. I know Manchester City is showing interest, and I think he was close on signing with them with Pep last season. But if Man United could actually break the bank for Harry Kane, I think they would show the interest that they really have in him, and they really need someone like that in their squad next season, to be honest. So yeah, I'm watching Harry Kane very, very closely when it comes to him signing next season.
Harry Kane is a good player. He is a good player. For me, he seems to, have managed to overcome his problems of injuries, and then and is doing absolutely well. So yeah, and then so for me, I think Harry Kane, is a good player. And you know what I've noticed with football? I don't know, maybe you see what I see. What I've noticed in football now, you don't have out and out striker. All right? They're strikers, but they go deep and collect. Football has changed. And then, they also contribute. That's Harry Kane. He's a really brilliant player. And I wish injuries don't stop his growth. He's a marvelous player to watch. And then Harry Kane is going to be one of the best players in the world in the near future. Now, last one, I don't know whether you still have something that you want to share with me. And then before I go to the Messi special.
No, we can share the Messi special, is okay.
Let me check my things on the Messi special and see where am I, so that I can be able to share with you. Okay, something is not working. All right. Now, any other news? Okay, doesn't allow me to share. You cannot. Okay. Now, any other news that you think we can discuss before I do the Messi special, because I'm still trying to sort out my things here. Yeah, and I've seen Argentina, they've won. I want to share something there. Messi became man of the match in that game, and then he also scored. Do you know the news that Argentina has never lost in 12 years where Messi scored? In 12 years.
Yes. So, yes, I saw those statistics.
Yeah. And as I said, Messi is happy. And when he's happy, and then you see the best of him. All right. So that's me, Now, let me see. They've never lost in 29 games. All right. And this is the question that what this team should ask itself. What's happening, all right, about their situation. I'm referring to PSG now. They should start asking themselves questions, all right, because I see them, I'm sure they'll notice that they don't utilize Messi, and by that, they are shooting themselves in the foot, as far as I'm concerned. So if they want to win, they should utilize Messi, all right? And then now I want to show you his contribution in that game of Argentina. Now, it's in that game of Argentina, all right? His contribution in that game of Argentina. Now, remember, not long, he did not play well at PSG. Although I say it is them who are creating that problem, all right? Now, these are the stats. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see them.
He scored 1 goal. Most key passes that he made, 3. Most chances that he created, 3. Most dribbles completed, 6. Most duels, 12. The most rating, he got 9 out of 10. He was the best playmaker and the scorer. And just like I said, he was the man of the match. All right. So I don't know. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, we all know that each and every time he plays for Argentina, you know, the attention is on him, and I think it's shown that he's actually more free when he plays for his national team at the moment. You know, he makes justice when he plays for the national team, because his statistics in the national team, game in, game out, keep going up, you know, and the influence that he has within that team is actually phenomenal.
I know Shakes doesn't like me when I do this, but I'll do it all the time because this is what they do, comparing Messi and Ronaldo. This person, you know, I'm one of those people in Messi Facebook group friends. Then I get this news there. He said, we never forget how much Cristiano Ronaldo fans trolled Messi's national team future. Leo Messi lost 4 major finals. Get that one. He lost 4 major finals where he was a tournament best player 3 times. And 1 time best young player. This is Lionel Messi. He lost them, but he was the best player, man of the tournament. But Messi never got escaped Ronaldo friends. Always trolls him. Finally, Messi won the international trophy for Argentina in 2021. Meanwhile, right now, Ronaldo is in big trouble. Portugal are in huge risk because still they can't confirm their final round of the World Cup. But we aren't saying, bro, we hope Ronaldo will qualify. Best of luck for him. This is something you'll never find in Ronaldo's fans. So this guy was saying, you know, they keep on hammering Lionel Messi, but I think Lionel Messi continues to prove them wrong. So I don't know, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, it's happening, you know. This is what's happening at the moment. But okay, I'll talk on the Ronaldo side. I mean, they're not really in trouble. They're playing against a very low, I could say, country at the moment. You know, in these qualifying finals. You know, the World Cup qualifying qualifiers. So I think they'll win that game. You know. Cleanly as well. It's their game to lose, to be honest, you know. But for now, Messi, the stats, I mean, look at the ones that you have just displayed right now. Messi, you know, Messi with the Argentine national team. I mean, we could actually look at the stats ourselves at the moment.
It's a continental record. Assist, national record. 159 games, national record. Champion of America, 5 finals played. He's the king of the game. Last one? He is the king of the game. You know, it's high time that they need to accept that this man, it's something else. It's something else. That's the Messi special for you, last one. Let me see what else can I show you. I want to show something quickly. because I still want to prove that Messi is the best, is the best, is the best. Like I said, in the last games of international, when did you last hear Ronaldo winning man of the match?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, to be honest. I mean, I was with Portugal as well. Yeah, the quality that they have there. But yeah, but it's been a while, to be honest.
But generally speaking, in terms of what you call, in terms of men of the matches, we know that Messi leads Ronaldo by far. And remember, there's this argument that Ronaldo has scored more goals than Messi, 800 and what have you. But I always say, if you look at the ratio, Messi has surpasses him, all right, in terms of the goals. There's one thing that I want to show you. I seem not to be getting it now. Okay. Yeah, this is it. I want to show you this one too, so that you get a point what I'm talking about. Now, let's see. We'll start here. I don't know whether this one we did. Okay, that was the contribution of that game. All right. Order. We did this one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we did this one. In terms of the contribution, let's see. Right. Let's see. The other thing. No. It doesn't allow me to share what I want to share. Yeah, no, it doesn't allow me. No, next time I'll finish up the sharing of that. Last one, it was nice doing the show with you. Much appreciated. And then we need to set up, and then myself and you have our meeting, and then talk, even if we can talk over the phone. Thank you guys for listening to the show, and then continue to subscribe, and please, we appreciate your support. I thank you. As well.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chabalala. And yeah, to the viewers out there, hope everyone enjoyed the show. See you guys on Saturday, and good luck to our national team today playing against France. Good luck to Bafana. I know this game is actually sold out in France as well. So yeah, we can't wait to watch the game, and so that our players as well, so that they can get the exposure that they want. And yeah, good luck to the national team.
Thank you.